Internet streaming land again. I think you know who I am. I'm Pinky Donchadero, live here at Battle of Bunker Hill Invitational. We just finished up another exciting bout with Casco Bay, Chicago Bruise Brothers. Chicago came out on top. But we have a fantastic jammer for Casco Bay. We've got Modine, number 4. Mo, this is your second season with Casco?
Yep, this is my second season. Last year at Bob H was my first sanctioned MRDA game, so a year, a lot of things can happen in a year for a little person like me.
I thought that because you actually were our camera person, or you were running the camera angles and then went out and played a fantastic roller derby. So you started in juniors.
Yep, I started in juniors with Gotham Roller Derby, which was such an amazing, privileged little kid experience for me. Took some time off for college, and now I'm here living in Maine, competing with like the best people in the freaking world. And every time I get knocked on my butt, that adds like 5 years to my life. So it's good karma.
So how was that transition going from junior derby and graduating to adult derby and going up against folks like the Bruise Brothers?
I'll say juniors play a lot harder than you might think because they all look pretty little, but it really is a similar game. And you know, quick skaters can be little, can be big, older and younger, and really just having the experience of playing lots of games, sanctioned games, like having the experience of going to tournaments, like learning how to feed yourself before a game, all really funnels into how the competition goes when you get to tournament week.
Nice. So I've asked this to a couple skaters today. I know I have game day traditions or like things that I have to do, my little superstitions. Do you have anything that you do that you prepare for on game day?
Absolutely not. I don't have a single tradition. I show up, I usually wake up as late as possible, and I get there and I funnel some food into my mouth like a seagull, like, and then I show up and, you know, maybe I haven't had enough calories, but I just try to drink water and get through it, and I am working on that. It is an ever-growing process.
So as a jammer and a little squirrely jammer, what is your strategy or mindset when you go up against a team like Chicago who has 6'4" skaters out there?
So it's really easy to want to take the lines, like especially in practices when you have a lot of success doing that, or playing against other teams where you have success taking the lines, and it's just like so tempting to go for it, and I did it a lot in this game. But really, like, just training yourself to go through, not go out. Like, the only way through is to go through the middle and just try to challenge the links. Hopefully they get penalties. Sorry, you know, I love you guys, Chicago, but like I want to get you some penalties. And just trying to be little and giving them, you know, your back, and hoping that you can say goodbye to them for 30 seconds.
Nice. So what is the rest of your season like? What are your goals for the rest of the season?
Well, I'm really excited because I'm going to go NSO at the Roller Derby World Cup in Austria. So I'm hoping that I can get lots of educational experiences there, just watching the best players in the entire world skate. And then after that, I've been training, going to the gym, you know, 2 days a week, plus practices. I'm going to keep doing that after Austria. And then we're gearing up for North American qualifiers, which I am scared of very much, but I will have a great time there because losing is part of the game. And then we'll see what happens come October and the rest of the season.
Awesome. Thank you, Mo. It's such a pleasure to watch you play. I mean, from the moment last year at Bob H, I was like, oh yeah, one to watch for. And you just are a bright, shining star, and I'm sure, going to see so much more of you in roller derby.
I got the rest of my life to play, so watch out, guys.
And Mo got MVJ in the first bout, so we definitely have a amazing jammer on our hands. Thank you so much. Look at this face. Look at this
Remember
face.
me.
Remember Modine, number 4, Casco Bay. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Pinky.
Mwah. Bye. And next up on the docket, fan favorite in the MRDA roller derby world, number 831, Twinkle Beef. It's okay. Hi, Twinkle Beef.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
I'm doing great, thank you. How are you?
I'm fantastic. How are you feeling after 3 hard-hitting, insane bouts?
Really tired, sweaty, and wet. Yeah.
It's usually how derby goes. So you had some pretty amazing games. You fouled out of one. What was your mindset going back into the next couple bouts after there?
After I found out, I just realized I needed to keep it really calm. I think, Pittsburgh and Chicago have had a little bit of a rivalry over the last few years. And I think we all just went really, really hard. And I realized I need to pull it back a little bit and just be in the way, which is what my game usually is. So that's kind of what I did.
Exactly. Your strategy is just take up all of the space. Yeah, yeah. What is your mindset going into a tournament like this?
Usually I am anxiety spiraling before tournaments, which was no different here. So I usually take a big slap across the face and get my mind right. Usually Mitz, my coach, does that. But my mentality is always just stay together and play our game. I mean, the Bruise Bros we play the best when we're together and just calm. So
Yes.
I think we did well.
Yes. You seem this year to have a solid roster and everyone really working together. How did that all come together?
I mean, I think it's been a long time in the making, right? We've been playing together for a long time. I've been playing since 2013. We've had kind of the same set of people, and we just keep on bringing in new people who are experienced. They fit right in, and we have a really easy gameplay, so it's really easy to learn, and we have a great time together.
Awesome. So, fun fact, some people may know this about Twinkle Beef. Twinkle Beef is a cheerleader. Tell me about your cheer experience.
Yeah, I'm a former competitive cheerleader. Was level 6. I actually cheered on an all-men's team, so we had men flyers, large people flying in the air and catching them and landing on top of me. That was basically my 20s, and then 30s, I got into roller derby, and I'm still here 12 years later.
Roller derby is a good cheerleaders. Big surprise, Pinky Donchadero was a cheerleader. So at some point, Twinkle Beef and I are going to put a cheer together. So now after a tournament like this, what do you do to kind of come out of this and roll into the rest of your season?
Yeah, I mean, I think we just take the momentum here and we focus on what we did well and do it better, and then take a look at what we were doing maybe not so great, what happens when we get frustrated, what happens when we get angry, come up with kind of good solutions to pull ourselves back together and just play our grinding, slow, hard game.
Yeah, amazing. What's next on the docket for Twinkle Beef and the Chicago Bruise Brothers?
I think we are headed to IHOD in St. Louis at the end of June. So looking forward to that. I think the schedule just came out today, so that'll be a fun tournament as well. But otherwise, we've got a B-team game coming up in Cleveland in May. I'll be coaching that and really looking forward to it.
The Step Bros, I will see you there. That's going to be amazing. And then, knock on wood, rankings come out. We'll see you at NAQ and maybe champs.
I mean, we're hoping.
Bruise Brothers are always a fun game to watch. I absolutely enjoy announcing for you guys. I am so excited that you're here, and thank you so much for spending a few moments with me and sharing the microphone. Any last words for the Derby world?
No, I'm just glad to be here, and I love Derby. I think it's fantastic.
Sentiments. Love Derby, love Twinkle Beef. Thank you, everybody. Have a great day. We're gonna go into our JDRA bout. We've got Black Rose Rebellion up against the Pittsburgh Derby Brats Pit Bulldozers. This last game was the last MRDA game. This will be the last JRDA game. Still 2 more bouts to go. Lots more Derby for the day, but we will see you. Bye.
We have a special guest announcer with us today. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Elizabethan Tragedy. I was skating yesterday with NHJRD.
And Elizabethan Tragedy, why don't you let us know who is skating for Black Rose?
All right, skating for Black Rose today is 04 Kryptonite, 08 Death Ray, 110 Sunset Scar, 12 Booberry, 18 T-Bone, 2007 Icebox, 2026 Twig, 21 Bloody Mary, 238 Swiss Rolls, 253 Anchovy, 30 Wreck-It, 32 Beans, 333 Farrah Fawcett, 38 Scar, 57 Flying Fish, 64 Jack Skatington, 66 Crow, and 825 Lil Legs.
And what about for the Pittsburgh Derby Brats in white?
For the Pittsburgh Derby Brats, we've got 00 Mad Cater, 108 Pound Cake, 11 Havoc, 118 Hellhound, 17 Deer Dance, 22 G-Force, 220 Rainbow Bash, 27 Paper Cut, 301 Gorilla Biscuits, 314 Mincemeat, 3260 Big Rig, 333 Stinging Scorpio, 34 Hex Girl, 47 Nightshade, 48 Ticky Vic, and 54 Captain Crush, 6 My Apologies, 66 The Joker, 710 Sporo Fight, and 74 Kitty Killjoy.
All right, thank you very much, Elizabethan Tragedy. Great time out on the track and on the mic this weekend. Thanks for joining us. Back here on the track, we have lead jam awarded to Black Rose. That Sunset Scar or Sunny out with 4 now and lead, coming around on a second scoring trip. Welcome back, Pinky.
Thank you. Amazing job by Elizabethan Tragedy.
Sunny through for another 4, 8 points up so far. Deer Dance out and through with 4 as well. Sunny through for the third scoring trip and calls it. Dancing Deer able to make it back though and put another 2 points up. So that's going to be a 12-6 jam in Black Rose's favor to start us off, Pinky. Lining up for jam number 2, we have number 30 Wreck-It and number 108 Pound Cake. Wreck-It out with a second lead for Black Rose Rebellion. Ooh, Wreck-It trying a bit of a spin move, but gets a little caught up on another Black Rose skater. That's allowed Pound Cake to clear the initial. And Pound Cake back in the pack with points. Oh, with a side serve on the toe stop. Oh, it looks like Pound Cake stepped out just a bit. So Wreck-It's through for 4. Now coming around on a second scoring trip. Pound Cake getting recycled by Booberry. Pound Cake makes it through. 4 points go up for Pound Cake. Wreck-It's got to clear here to take the advantage, but Pound Cake quickly shortening the gap. Pound Cake back in the pack now. Both jammers are trip for trip. Pittsburgh with quite the fan presence here at Battle of Bunker Hill. And Wreck-It is through, coming back around. Wreck-It now a scoring trip up on Pound Cake. Wreck-It trying to step through the inside there, but getting recycled. Going to try the out this time, and that's going to work for Wreck-It. 4 more points go up. Now 2 trips ahead. And that jam ends. 12 points picked up by Wreck-It for Black Rose. 8 points picked up by Pound Cake for Pittsburgh. That takes us to 24-14. If you're just joining us, Black Rose skating in red, Pittsburgh skating in white.
Okay, up on the line, we've got number 2026, Twig, skating against number 66, the Joker. Joker, lots of little jukey jive moves. Little hop to the in and right up that inside line. Lead jammer for the Pit Bulls. Twigs taking the harder path, the middle, but like Modine said, sometimes you just gotta go through the middle. Completes the initial, a no pass, no penalty call there.
Ooh, great little apex jump, but a knockout there by G-Force is going to force the recycle.
And Joker being called on a cut track, so this is going to be a power jam for Twig. Just watching the action here. The Joker being released from the penalty box. Comes out of the box hot, but is met by that wall, anchored by Bloody Mary.
Yeah, but that was Swiss Rolls delivering the brute of that force to Joker. That was quite the hit from Swiss Rolls. That jam runs the time. Another 4 points being put up by Twig there at the end.
This is the point of the day where the announcer table is chaos. I can't find what I'm looking for.
It's a 12-8 jam for Black Rose. Black Rose up to 36. Pit Bulls at 22.
Pivot line start for this jam. Stinging Scorpio number 333 with the star up against number 825 Little Legs. Ooh, Little Legs going one-on-one against Mad Catter. Mad Catter being an outstanding blocker and pivot this entire tournament. Completely in control of Little Legs. Forces to the inside, but Mad Catter being sent to the penalty box. That frees up that outside, and Little Legs takes advantage, picks up lead jammer.
Oh, a clean pass on the outside with two blockers down. Little Legs able to make it through. Red 1-8 T-Bone anchoring that tripod. That was a brutal hit there on Stinging Scorpio. Able to recover though. Oh no, it looks like Stinging Scorpio headed to the box. So Little Leg's gonna be on a power jam here for Black Rose. Yeah, looks like Stinging Scorpio picked up a cut track. Little Legs picking up a high block, so we're gonna get a jammer do-si-do, and Stinging Scorpio is going to return to the track, returning on the first scoring trip.
Ooh, Stinging Scorpio being pushed on that inside line by number 12 Booberry. A little bit of matrix maneuvers there. Stinging Scorpio stays in bounds. Excuse me.
Little Legs now in a fourth scoring trip for Black Rose. Stinging Scorpio still on the first. That jam runs to time. 4 more points picked up by Little Legs. Excuse me, 2 more points by Little Legs. 4 points picked up by the Pit Bulls. 14-point jam takes Black Rose up to 50 to Pit Bulls 26.
Again, these kids doing a pivot line start. I love it so much. Oh, this makes me so excited. Wreck-It jamming for Black Rose. My apologies, wearing the star for Pittsburgh. Wreck-It with the lead. My apologies. Able to finally find daylight. Completes the initial pass. It looks like that was a nice little hoppy hop there out of the pack for Wreck-It.
Yeah, we've been seeing some of that acrobatics from Wreck-It all weekend.
Another little hop there on the outside around. Big Rig picks up 4 points. Ooh. Nice attempt there, but does not land inbounds. Has to yield behind the back of the pack. But my apologies, being called on a penalty. So this is what Truck Norris calls icing the jammer. Jammer in the penalty box, calling off the jam. Starting out with a power start for Twig.
This is a bit of a home team match for the two of us, Pinky.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Black Rose, not necessarily my home league, but certainly my home juniors team. Same thing for you, I believe.
Absolutely, yep. Yeah, these two teams, they play each other a good bit. You know, they're almost a turnpike rivalry, shall we say?
Turnpike
you know,
rivalry.
it's usually you know in other sports ball adventures, the turnpike rivalry is always Pittsburgh and Philly, but I think this is more of a derby rivalry. Is the Pittsburgh Black Rose? So I think it was back in the 70s. The Pittsburgh Pirates were playing Philly, and one of the announcers made the comment that if they, I can't remember if it was win or lose, he would walk home on the turnpike, and it ended up happening. So yeah, so that's pretty much how it became the turnpike rivalry. So
I thought that game was called the poop game.
Oh, they actually changed the scoreboard for baseball for that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Both teams had a P as their logo and a 0-0 in the middle.
Yes, so if it was a scoreless game, it would spell poop.
All right, my apologies. Starting in the box, Twig with the power start for Black Rose. Pittsburgh also has a jammer sitting for 2.
Oh, wow.
Or sorry, a blocker sitting for 2, excuse me. Twig through with lead.
Nice work there by Mad Catter, just throwing these skaters around. Twig lead. Draws first blood in this jam number 6, 4 points. My apologies, returns to the track.
Look at this Pittsburgh tripod holding Twig back. That is impressive. I will say, though, the anchor of that tripod, feels like their jersey's doing a lot of work, holding on for dear life. Who's that jersey manufacturer?
We need to make sure Skate Free or Die has that stretch to allow for the shirt whip, or just grabbing on for stability. All your jersey needs, Skate Free or Die. Twig picking up another 4 points, goes ahead and calls it off.
Sunny and Hellhound taking the Hopkins Enterprises jammer line.
Ooh, my Hellbound using some momentum trying to get out of the pack, but goes down on the outside, while Sunny picking up lead jammer for Black Rose.
Death Ray holding that line for Black Rose. Hellhound not able to pass.
Sunny with strong strides, pushing around, getting back to the pack quickly for a second scoring pass. Nice little pirouette out of the pack. Another 4 points. This is a big jam. 3 scoring passes just as Hellhound completes the initial. Sunny goes ahead and calls it off. You know, freezing again the Pitbulls at 29. Black Rose sitting at 82. We still have just under 16 and a half minutes left in this game, so still more to go.
Yeah, all but one of the jams so far, Black Rose has scored 12 points except for one, and that other jam, that was 8. That was the last jam. So Black Rose doing a good job of making sure to get points up on the board.
Little Legs and Pound Cake back out on the track together. And I feel like that's the announcer curse. I said Pound Cake, and Pound Cake gets sent to the penalty box. So this is going to be a power jam for Little Legs. But that penalty box is currently stacked. We're seeing number 0301 Gorilla Biscuits released from the box, rejoining, trying to set up at the back of the pack to try to catch Little Legs. But Anchovy and the remaining blockers just surround and almost trap Gorilla Biscuits.
Pittsburgh with 2 blockers in the box.
2 blockers and their jammer.
That's making Little Legs easy work completing these scoring trips. That's number 3 there. Pound Cake back on the track on the initial. Pittsburgh picks up a multiplayer block, but Pound Cake able to complete the initial.
Get both teams setting up a solid tripod. Anchovy has such great tracking. Oh no, Little Legs going to the penalty box. Looks like that was a
Head block, right?
head block?
Yep.
Blocking with the head. Pound Cake looking for some offensive help there. Mad Catter right at the last second, trapping the blockers, but it wasn't enough for Pound Cake to get around and get those last few points.
Wreck-It and Joker lining up for jam number 9. Wreck-It opting to just push through Pittsburgh's line and finds a line on the out. Scoots around the outside, picks up lead.
Ooh. Joker also trying to use that just like plow through, but takes a shoulder from T-Bone. Also trying with a little apex hopperoon there, but gets taken out mid-air, has to reset.
Hopperoon, my favorite French pastry.
I feel like I just made a new word, hopperoon. Moose is like, no, y'all need to stop. Listen, we haven't set Moose into cacophonous laughter yet. The tournament weekend is not complete until Moose loses it.
Wreck-It seemingly doing a jig to call that off up on toe stops. And that 8-point jam before Black Rose takes them over the century mark. Black Rose at 103, Pittsburgh at 35. Sonny and my apologies on the line. Ooh, Sonny's going to take a back block penalty and head to the box. Pittsburgh is on a power jam. And there it is, my apology out of the pack with lead. Black Rose walling up, preparing for it. My apologies, starting to push through with some offense from the rest of the Derby Brats.
Ooh, nice matrix maneuvering there by number 38, Scar.
Oh, my. Sonny pushing through the outside of the Derby Brats with some force. Another lane one open, taking the inside. Sonny's through again, making up for lost time.
I like that offensive work there by Tricky Vic. Tricky Vic kind of getting in and just chip shoulders, trying to push Black Rose away from the inside line.
All right, so after 10 jams, Black Rose has had lead 8 times. 80% of leads going to Black Rose thus far. 10 minutes remaining in the half.
Stinging Scorpio donning the star for Pittsburgh. Twig out there for Black Rose. Ooh, Twig going right down the middle, but gets some help on that outside by number 238, Swiss Rolls. Nice offense by the pivot Swiss Rolls. Death Ray dropping back, causing that draw on Stinging Scorpio. I just want to give a massive shout out to Stinging Scorpio's therapy dog. What a sweet, sweet baby. Oh, pink ears and tails, doing such a good job helping their person.
How about Twig's outside line move on 1 foot reversal? Able to stay in the line and put 4 points up. Twig making it through for another 4 there on the inside, as Twig has 2 blockers in the box, but Pitbull also go a blocker down.
And if y'all didn't notice, this is a new thing. The time for the penalties that are being served is on the scoreboard.
It's easily my new favorite
so
feature.
Amazing. Best addition in technology. Oh no, but we have a jammer penalty, Twig in the penalty box, and we have a star pass to G-Force, the captain of the Pitbulls. Again, beautiful blocking there by number 12, Booberry. Just shoving G-Force side to side.
G-Force able to pick up 4 points to offset some of that damage. 14-4 jam for Black Rose Rebellion. Little Legs and Hellhound out on the Hopkins Enterprises jammer line. And Hellhound's going to escape the pack and pick up lead for the Pittsburgh Derby Brats. Little Legs also has cleared the initial. Hellhound calling it off before Little Legs can make it back. Hellhound able to pick up 3 points for Pittsburgh. Hold off any points from Black Rose. Just looking through quickly, I do believe, yes, that is the first jam with a point advantage to the Pittsburgh side. And Pittsburgh's going to call a team timeout. Yeah, that was Pittsburgh's third lead, first positive differential.
Thank you for doing the math. Their discussions.
I can scribble with the best of them.
So while we're in this timeout, I just want to let everybody know that, all tournament long we've been issuing MVPs, MVJ, MVB. There will be an overall tournament MVP for blocker and jammer. We'll be issuing those to the MRDA and the JRDA. That will be done after this bout. So if you want to hang out, check out who the MVPs are. It's going to be exciting. There's some pretty awesome swag for those. The skaters will be receiving some swag from 187 and a custom Bob H jersey from Skate Free and Die.
Have we figured out who Robert H. is yet? Okay. People keep talking about him. I still haven't met him. My name is Roberto Humer. You killed my father.
Prepare to die.
Deer Dance and Wreck It on the line here for jam number 13. You gonna be all right, Pink?
No, I don't. I think you have, that one may have taken me out. Oh my gosh! So you did say Deer Dance and Wreck It. Yeah. Wreck It, lead jammer for the Black Rose Rebellion. Ooh. Oh, those are more oohs and oohs and oohs there.
Yeah, it looks like Wreck-It's two inside wheels couldn't quite hold on to the track. That forced a bit of a stinger fall recycle, but Wreck-It back up and able to clear for floor.
And the penalty box filling up there. We've got Jammer Deer Dance in the penalty box along with Captain Crush.
Deer Dance sitting for a misconduct. Oh.
This was just handed something from Bob H. Mom Muffin, and his reaction was, "What did I do?"
And the response was, "That joke was terrible."
Oh, this Deer Dance released from the penalty box.
It's quantity, not quality, folks.
This just got heckled.
Yeah. I've never been heckled in writing before.
A laminated card, let alone.
Impressive.
Seeing whistles. Ooh, Swiss Rolls chasing up to the front. I'm sorry, that was Jack Skatington chasing up to the front to meet Deer Dance as the jam expires.
I'm enjoying seeing Bionic B wearing the new 300 cape out there in the middle for Bionic B's 300th game.
And hey, Discussions just had his 100th game announced.
That was technically at our last tournament at Dumpster Fire.
Makes me need to go back. Think I need to go back and count how many I've announced. But
Go check the archives.
seriously, where's the microfiche?
The microfiche.
I'm that old. Ooh, a nice one-footed spin by Wreck-It. Not quite able to hang on and stay in bounds, but agile maneuvering, recovers from that drawback pretty quickly. Is able to shake off all of that hectic craziness 30 seconds into the jam and earn lead jammer status. Pound Cake being sent to the penalty box for Pittsburgh on a back block call.
Yeah, Wreck-It getting lead out of the box. Now on the first scoring trip, but going to the box as well for a, where is it? A head, blocking with the head. So we're going to have a full jam.
Nice step around there by Deer Dance, just gets 1 foot around Icebox. Ooh! Amazing apex jump there. Only problem on that landing was teammates were in the way.
Yeah, so luckily no penalty, as you don't get a penalty on your own teammate, but that did impede progress.
Oh, there's Tricky Vic. Tricky Vic stuck like glue on Wreck-It. I love me some Tricky Vic.
Stuck like glue. Tricky Vic and that other skater are stuck like glue. You don't know that song, Pinky?
I know. I am stuck on Band-Aid because Band-Aid's stuck on me.
That's an oldie but a goodie.
I'm an oldie but a goodie.
6-4 jam there in favor of Black Rose, takes Black Rose up to 141. Pittsburgh has a blocker in the box. Wreck-It going to start in the box here. Ooh, Pittsburgh 2 blockers down. Wreck-It going to start in the box. So number 118, Hellhound getting a power start.
Thank you, Matthew. As I'm chewing into the microphone.
In honor of Matthew.
Matthew. 200 plus. If you know, you know.
It's my favorite Rugrats quote from Angelica Pickles. If you have to ask, you'll never know. Wreck-It out of the box with lead again. That's twice in a row for Wreck-It. This is his 3rd jam in a row. Through for 4. Hellhound still trying to complete the initial. Look at Pittsburgh reforming to a tripod. Half the size of Wreck-It, but holding Wreck-It back. Oh, but an illegal contact penalty is going to break that tripod up and allow Wreck-It to pass. Hellhound, though, also out of the pack. Wreck-It electing to run the jam. With a spin move, clear to the outside. And the conclusion of that jam with 8 points at the end takes Black Rose up to 149. Pittsburgh remains at 53 as we head into the half. What do you think, Pinky?
I think this has been a exciting game. A lot of trading back and forth. I mean, again, One thing about this tournament, we've had really consistent reffing. The refs are really following the letter of the law, so penalties are heavy, as expected, from what we've seen game to game to game. I'm hoping and I know these coaches are amazing, going and just having a little pep talk with their skaters, kind of bringing those emotions back down, because we definitely saw some hyping up there towards the end of it. But as long as Pittsburgh can keep their jammers on the track, there's still striking distance here. 30 minutes of derby. Control the opposing jammer and get your jammer lead every time. And we could see some change in scores. But what do you think, Dis?
Yeah, Pittsburgh needs to work on off the line. Black Rose getting 12 out of 15 leads in that first half. So if Pittsburgh can take control of the jams as we go along, I'm sure that we can start to swing the score in the other direction.
Absolutely. Alrighty, so while we are here, might as well announce the winners of the silent auction. The Casco Bay Roller Derby Easter Basket winning bid, Anna Beck. Veronica Scar, you have won. Sherman's Easter Basket, won by My Baby Daddy. The Mondock Chopper.
That's a helicopter tour.
Oh, really? That's cool. Kate Tucker won that. Skate Free or Die jersey winner. Super rad. Josh Ingalls, winner of that bid. The large Risley necklace, also won by Veronica Scar, Anna Beck. We've got multiple winners here. The Dino set by Risky also goes to super rad Josh Ingalls. Risky Rabbit winner Lacey Lee. Small Risky necklace goes to Jill Cody, C-O-T-E. The Eva's Dog winner Cutter. Shooting Star Aslan Roberts. The Sherry Bees basket and Vicious painting, both won by Amy Nelson. So go back to Vendor Village. Oh, there's more. Oh my goodness, there's so many things. The Bath basket, Mark Collins, Tricky Vic's dad. Sweet and Salty basket, Chelsea Kiger. The Rydell wine glasses go to Mary Chaos. The Chris Dingwell painting, winner of that, Cutter. The highest bidder on the tattoo gift card, announcer Bruce Willis, Adam O'Connor. The CBRD metal wall hanging, winner of that is Go-Go Ryan Powers. The Skatecation Lang tickets are winner Matt Smart. Blue Tray, Julia King. And the Summer Cow winner is Epi Penalty. So when you get to the merch table, you can pay there with cash, PayPal, Venmo, or with Mad Dog.
2020? They're accepting Mad Dog 2020 as payment?
I don't think so.
I picked mine up. Chelsea got it.
We'll see you guys back in 10 minutes. All right, so returning after the half, it is worth saying that we have been officially warned by tournament officials that bad jokes will land us in the penalty box. But we are returning.
No. Discussions was warned.
Oh, no, I'm bringing you in.
That he is being sent to the penalty box because Mom does not approve. Mom is disappointed. Bob H. Mom, a muffin. Yeah, he got a card.
Oh, I've been gifted a get out of jail free card, though, by tournament head Moose. Thank you, Moose.
Moose is not the tournament head.
I don't know, whatever.
Moose is just Moose the Amazing.
Moose is always ahead of
Moose is the MRDA president and the Casco Bay hosting this. Moose is not the tournament head.
Well,
thank you very much.
Moose. Moose is everything in my heart.
I mean, I love Moose.
I love all kinds of Moose.
Our tournament head is Recordian, and our tournament head NSO is Bradiosaurus Rex. Our GTO is Veronica Scar. And then there's me, little old Pinky, tournament head announcer.
I didn't know you changed your derby name to Little Old Pinky.
Little old me.
Sonny and Joker starting off jam number 1 in the second half. It's the B-side album from Sonny and Cher, in case you're wondering.
Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am stuck in the middle with Dis.
I'm so sorry. Sonny picking up lead for Black Rose has already completed a scoring trip and setting up for a second. Joker still trying to complete the initial. 2 Derby Brats in the box. Sonny opting to call it off after a final 4 points picked up there. It's going to start us off with an 8-point jam? 8-point jam, I suppose.
8-point jam.
Taking Black Rose up to 161, Pit Bulls at 53. If you're just joining us, Black Rose skating in red, Pittsburgh skating in white. On the line, Wreck-It and My Apologies.
Excuse me. Whew. I got a little in my throat. Oh, there you go. That is lead jammer for Wreck-It. While My Apologies still working in this pack, trying to find the path of least resistance, has 2 strong Black Rose blockers to get around. Tripod reforms, but My Apologies able to get out of it. It has the let me drink some caffeine. It has completed the initial pass. Is now on a scoring pass.
We are transitioning to the portion of the broadcast where we begin to scat announce.
Don't do that while I'm taking a sip of my beverage. Oh my God. I've turned into Scatman Carruthers.
My Apologies through for 4. Both jammers now on their second scoring trip, but Wreck-It in the box with a high block is going to give My Apologies a power jam. My Apologies looking to take full advantage of this. But Black Rose doing a good job rotating in front of My Apologies. My Apologies still stuck in this second scoring trip. There it is, through for another 4. And now with My Apologies return to the pack, My Apologies is 1 trip up on a Wreck-It. Oh, spin move to the inside, but knocked out by Deer Dance as a blocker. We've seen Deer Dance jamming. Deer Dance taking that knock on the inside line and recycling Wreck-It all the way back as our jam runs to time. Eight jam there for our teams. Twig and Pound Cake lining up on the jammer line. And Twig taking lead for Black Rose. That track just jumped out right on turn 3. Came out of nowhere and tripped Twig up. Twig back on their feet, returning for a scoring trip.
Can any of my UK friends? I'm out of my Jakemans. I'm losing my voice.
4 more points up on the board for Black Rose as Twig completes a scoring trip. Pound Cake still trying to complete the initial. Look at Black Rose constantly rotating out in front. And that distraction has allowed Twig to clear and call it after an 8-point jam. Very nicely done. Little Legs and Hellhounds lining up. Crow running Hellhound all the way back. Little Legs still trying to make it past Pittsburgh, but finally able to clear on the out. Little Legs picks up lead for Black Rose. T-Bone holding that outside line, recycling Hellhound, who has the helmet cover removed from their helmet. Little Legs, another 4 points up. Oh, that was a very nice last minute hit, but Little Legs able to hang in there. And Hellhound with the Star Stash able to complete the initial. Little Legs just sweeps through for another 4 and calls it off there. Picking up 11 points that jam, taking Black Rose up to 188. Pittsburgh remains at 61.
Joker taking the line up against Sunny. Tripods setting up both in front of the jammer line. Nice work there by Sunny. Just finds a crack in the wall. Runs up on that inside. Picks up lead jam for Black Rose. Oh, nice little hop there. Gets met at the front by the Pit Bulldozers, and that was number 54, Captain Crush. Wow. And Sunny, though, able to recover quickly, picks up 4 points. Joker still trying to find the way through. Busts up that wall, gets a little bit of help there by Gorilla Biscuits. Outstanding blocking here by Scar and Booberry, and I believe that's Farrah Fawcett.
Joker able to complete the initial. Sunny continuing forward. Looks like they're going to opt to run it. Oh! Joker with a nice apex jump, but how about Sunny there on the outside? Oh no, Sunny up on 1 foot. It looked clean, but track cut being a test to Sunny is going to put Joker on a power jam.
So
Nice
Pitbulls,
juke.
though, 2 blockers in the box. So Joker's really out there super relying on the blocking abilities, the offense that can be provided by Big Rig and Cap'n Crunch. Gorilla Biscuits released from the penalty box. What? Oh, that almost worked. There was almost a little flip out But Joker did not quite land it, had to draw back, and that was the expiration of the jam.
Yeah, Booberry putting some serious work out there on the track, holding Joker back. That 12-point jam, though, for Black Rose takes them up to 200. 5 out of 5 jams in the second half. Black Rose has gotten lead.
Twig up against a Maya Apologies. Twig offering a little bit of jammer defense there. Inside line open, but Twig, talented skater that she is, able to take actually the outside. I just noticed Rolling Riptide's blocker Slaya wearing the stripes out there today. Oh no, penalty being assessed to number 2007 Icebox. My apologies, able to complete the initial pass. Pivot deer dance, just sitting, capturing Twig and forcing that call off.
Yeah, Icebox is going to start our next jam in the box. That is penalty number 6 for Icebox, unfortunately, so they're going to have to be careful for our remaining 19 minutes of this game.
Pound Cake taking on jammer duties up against Little Legs. Pound Cake using the run and push method. Oh, nice work by Jack Skatington. And penalty stacking up. Gorilla Biscuits heading to the penalty box. Icebox freed from the box. Little Legs with lead. Pound Cake actually on a scoring pass picks up first 4 for this jam. Little Legs having a challenge against this tripod. Nice anchor work by Captain Crush. Oh no, Big Rig, honk honk, being sent to the penalty box. Out of Big Rig's way. Ooh, nice little flip block there by, I believe that was G-Force. Slows up Little Legs.
Little Legs calling off the jam. 7 points go up to Pitbull's 6.
I love the horn by Big Rig's family. Is that Mother Trucker up there? I see Mother Trucker shaking her head. Stinging Scorpio. Oh, taking a big hit by Booberry. Wreck-It, though, just doing that nice sideway surf out of the pack. Again, with lead jammer for Black Rose.
Yeah, Wreck-It calling off the jam with a 0-0 score. Wreck-It skating with hands behind their back. Tried to alleviate some of the forearm penalties.
I always love when you can tell while they're all opponents, they're all friends. These lovely junior humans see each other often, and they are friends off the track. But Twig is like, okay, you're my friend. I need to push you out of my way now because I want to be the lead jammer.
Yeah,
and Twig is.
Friends hit friends harder.
Yeah, exactly. I love you. Let me hit you.
Twig with lead, through for 4. Hellhound also through for 4 with a little bit of a dippity-doo on the outside. That's like a hopperoon.
It's a hopperoon, is a dippity-doo.
They're both made by Nabisco.
Dippity-doo is a hair gel, actually. A little dabble-do-ya with a dippity-doo. You get that Elvis spit curl with your dippity-doo.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have the hair to wear gel.
I could share some. I have more hair than any human needs. So, Anchovy. This is the first time Anchovy wearing the star. Nice defensive work there. But we get the jam called off.
What had happened?
What happened was, I don't know.
That is the general consensus on the track.
So we're going to get a do-over here. Anchovy pulling up those knee pads, getting set, ready to go. Okay, looks like this is an official timeout. Looks like referee making the question, having a little chat with our scoreboard operators. So again, just to shout out our officials today, we have Sin, Mothman, Bionic Bee, WEB Destroys, Mad Goose, officially Mel, Fay Your Name, Huggins, Chemical Restraint, Epi Penalty, and your skating officials, Filet Official, Bacon the Question, Wild Goose Chase, Trampling Bias, Tugboat, Slayla, Eben Woe, and Disco to the Box.
Yeah, I have to point out that not only is bacon the question, but it's also the answer.
Bacon.
Anchovy with a toe stop walk down the outside line grabs lead for Black Rose.
Ooh, Anchovy with the nice quick maneuver slicing through the pack. Deerdance able to complete the initial. Anchovy looking through, knows that all 4 points have been awarded and calls off the jam.
Yeah, so far Black Rose able to take every lead this half as we head into jam number 11.
Wreck it. Dis and I are now going to announce everything in stereo.
It's like an improv game where you try to sing the same thing at the same time.
Yep. Or the mirror game where you look at each other and try to move in unison. So Wreck It up against the Joker. Wreck It is lead. Wreck It trying to establish a hit it and quit it, gets a couple points. Calls it off, but not in time. Joker able to pick up 1 point.
Pound Cake and Sunny lining up to jam.
Well, Sunny racing to the front.
Yeah, able to dodge Mad Catter. Earned that lead.
Yeah, a rarity that Mad Catter getting pulled out of play there. Ooh, we got a change up in the jammer rotation. Looks like we're going to have Swiss rolls. Let's hear it for Swiss rolls. Much love to Swiss.
Tell you what, between Pound Cake and Swiss rolls, I am starving.
Sweet desserts. Hey, and if you haven't already gone to the pizza truck out there, they have an amazing dessert pizza. It's almost like a pizza cinnamon roll. So you should go get one from Stone and Fire wood-fired pizzas. Amazing food.
It'll make you send your bonbons and your bonbons. Send a bun.
You're going to get another card from Mom.
I think I'm officially collecting them. Gotta catch them all.
No. I'm sending disc to the penalty box.
Yeah, I responded to it.
Well, you know that
It said 7 minutes ago. We'll ship whenever they need.
Listen, I clearly am not getting messages.
I don't know. What Wi-Fi are you on? Oh, are you on the Dover? Mm-hmm. Oh, because it times you out after
All right, restarting here. Just over 12 minutes remaining in the game. Stinging Scorpio and Swiss rolls out for the first time jamming.
Open your internet browser. Oh, yeah.
Swiss rolls with lead for Black Rose. Able to maintain that perfect lead status for the half for Black Rose on the first jam. Ooh, big hits as Swiss rolls comes back into the pack. And drawing a multiplayer off of Pittsburgh. Clears for 4. Last minute attempt at a stop from Pittsburgh, but that was out of play. And Pittsburgh goes 2 blockers down. Swiss rolls on the outside. Little bit of a side serve there. Puts 4 more points up. Sets up for a 3rd scoring trip. Stinging Scorpio still trying to make it out of the pack. Same move, different day. Swiss rolls 4 more points up, calls off the jam, takes the 12 and out, and restarts with a pack advantage for jam number 14. Where's Swiss rolls been, Pinky? That was a great jam.
Exactly. But Swiss rolls has been blocking and doing a killer job at that.
Oh, look at this. We got Blueberry jamming.
Blueberry.
Blueberry. Joker making a run for the front, but Booberry able to squeeze it out as Joker's recycled. Booberry with lead status. Joker has completed the initial. Oh, and Joker overtaking, clearing the pack. G-Force. G-Force is doing some incredible work as an anchor running out and always trying to get that last block. Joker powering through, gets caught up by Crow and Twig and getting recycled. That allows Booberry to pass again. Booberry now through. Joker just about half a track behind Booberry. A little bit of a juke, takes the outside. Sporophyte taking the brunt of Booberry's hit. Again, holding the out. Booberry trying to get through, but that tripod is not allowing it. Joker also recycled. Now Joker stuck on a Black Rose tripod. Ooh. Joker a little bit low, but hitting another teammate as a Black Rose blocker. A Pittsburgh blocker. That's Gorilla Biscuits headed to the box on a 7th penalty. Joker and Booberry both through 3 trips. This is now the 4th trip for both of them. Booberry opting to call off the jam. What a jam from both of these teams. Looking for our jam refs to see how many fingers go up. No more for Pittsburgh. I'm going to assume that's a no points on that last trip. So a 12-12 jam for these two teams, and we get an official timeout. Quite the showing here from Black Rose on the scoreboard. Just a moment while we take care of our fouled out skater. But you wouldn't know the game's gonna go has if you look at the scoreboard. There has just been some incredible play out on the track. Black Rose just able to squeeze out more points consistently, but that's not for lack of effort from the Pittsburgh bench.
No, not at all. These kids are out there fighting for every hit, every catch in the tripod, every point that they're getting on the board, just pouring out their hearts onto this track. That's, what I love about the junior roller derby is that there's so much passion for this sport, and watching young skaters makes me excited about roller derby. It reminds me of why I started roller derby all these million years ago, and I feel like such pride, while none of them are my actual children. I feel like, hey, they are kind of who I would have wanted to be when I was their age. And I go and think to myself, what roller derby did for me as an adult, how much it means to them as kids. And I think it's such an empowering sport, and I love seeing them on the track here in these, high-level tournaments. They've traveled distances to come here, and they're just going to play through every whistle.
So, Pinky, you're telling me when you were a kid, you weren't on banked tracks doing pro wrestling moves?
Oh, no.
That was the derby style back then. When we
that
were kids,
that
right?
was. So, literally, when I was a child, Saturday morning after cartoons were over, there were 2 things to watch. You either watched wrestling on, I believe wrestling was on NBC, and roller derby, bank track roller derby was on ABC. So those were my 2 options. And I always went for roller derby because there were girls in roller derby. And wrestling back then, there really weren't, exciting women wrestlers like there are now. So I watched the roller derby. You know
what else is of that time and also had female contestants was American Gladiators. American Gladiators, I think, was my favorite show at the time, but roller derby also highly up on the watch list.
So just quick note, our amazing photographer has like thousands and thousands of pictures to process from this weekend. We'll be posting them on the Casco Bay website and social medias, and we'll also be sending them out to the team so you can have all your amazing memories captured and quick access to it.
T-Bone, first time jamming for Black Rose, gets lead, and Hellhound for Pittsburgh being sent to the box on a back block penalty. T-Bone threw for 4 and is going to set up for a second scoring trip on this power jam. T-Bone able to dodge blockers and power through G-Force. Takes the 4 points and calls it off with Hellhound still in the box. That's going to set up a power start here, leading to the jam number 16. 8-0 jam for T-Bone. Wielding the star for Black Rose heading into this power start is going to be Wreck-It. Hellhound remains in the box. Wreck-It just coasting through the outside there, picks up lead for Black Rose. Hellhound returns to the track, still needs to complete the initial. Crow holding Hellhound off there at the end of the pack. Ooh, and Wreck-It finds an outside line and immediately calls it. 4 points go up, 4 and out jam there for Wreck-It, and we'll reset. First jammer again on this jammer rotation for Black Rose, number 38, Scar on the line.
And we've got number 333, Stinging Scorpio. I see some Stinging Scorpio fans over here getting some photos. Hi, you're a Stinging Scorpio fan, aren't you? I see in your nice pink plaid jacket. Is this the first time we've seen Scar jam?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah. It's always good to see the depth in a team's bench. Be able to play any position. Ooh, nice work there by Scar. Just gets around the hips of G-Force. Is lead jammer for Black Rose.
Look at that. Nice little rotation side surf through the pack. 4 points and a call off from Scar. Way to go. Looks like we have a normal rotation, but a pivot line start. Little Legs and Joker.
Nice work there by these blockers, completing that amazing pivot line start. We've got Lil Legs as the lead jammer. Joker still trying to navigate the Black Rose blockers while Little Legs out on a scoring pass. Joker able to complete the initial pass. Ooh, Little Legs just breaking in between Captain Crush and Tricky Vic. Picks up 4 more points and calls off the jam, while Joker able to get 4.
Pound Cake and Death Ray on the line. Death Ray immediately through with lead for Black Rose.
Wow, Death Ray going chest to chest with Kitty Killjoy. Kitty Killjoy suffering the penalty there. Looks like that was a it was an illegal contact penalty that allows Death Ray to pick up 4 points.
Lining up here for Jam 20, we have Swiss Rolls and My Apologies. Swiss Rolls grabbing lead for Black Rose. My Apologies also completing the initial. Swiss Rolls back in the pack, able to dodge Pittsburgh's blockers and call off the jam, picking up 4 points. We have official timeout because it looks like that was penalty number 7 for Icebox. Icebox going to gear down, and they're going to sub in. Looks like Anchovy's going to take Icebox's place in the box here for Jam 21. All right, looks like Jam 21 is going to start with Deer Dance and Little Legs. Okay, so we have an official timeout while our refs and NSOs just correct some things with the whiteboard and the scoreboard, just making sure all of the ones and zeros are ones and zeros. All the bits are biting.
I remember at work one day when my senior decided he was going to try to teach me how to read binary, and I was like, no thank you. I'm good.
You want to learn how to use this abacus too?
Hey, I grew up in the era of non-calculators. No, I'm just kidding.
I can use a slide rule, but an abacus is a bit.
No. Oh, that elevator door just slammed shut on Deer Dance. Wow, this tripod is so impressive. But nice work there by number 34, Hex Girl, going in and breaking up the tripod. Deer Dance, though, being sent to the penalty box while Little Legs out on a scoring run. Quickly gets those 4 points. Calls off the jam. In the words of Truck Norris, ices out the jammer.
Pittsburgh calls a team timeout to stop the clock. 50 seconds on the game clock. Looks like Black Rose is going to go ahead and field Swiss rolls. Pittsburgh seems to be holding back at the bench for a bit of strategery.
The strategery.
Yeah. Swiss Rolls getting a power start here and a pack advantage.
It's an important time for a selfie.
Let me take a selfie.
Alrighty, Swiss Rolls rolling up on that kind of mid straightaway start there. Swiss Rolls able to shake off the 3 Pittsburgh blockers on the track. Gets that lead jammer status. Swiss Rolls out for a leisurely Sunday skate. Just a little foot shuffle there. Ooh, runs into the Joker and Mad Catter. I believe that the Joker and Catter are siblings.
Oh, that
Makes sense?
yeah, that makes sense. Name theming. Oh, jam called off and another timeout from Pittsburgh's bench to stop the clock. 7 seconds remaining. So we will get one more jam. 7-0 jam there for Swiss Rolls. Have I mentioned I'm hungry?
Telling you, dessert pizza, go get that dessert pizza. It's pretty amazing. And, you know, speaking of things after to fill your pie hole with, our after party will be at the Brick Bar and Grill at 2 Orchard Street, Dover, New Hampshire, only about a mile from the venue. There will be a buffet of food, so make sure you first come, first serve, or this is gonna, you know, just house the entire buffet. There's going to be no desserts, but beef sliders, chicken tenders, wings, french fries, chicken wrap, regular and pulled pork, and mac and cheese. I might have to bring out my old derby blocking skills and just prevent all from the mac and cheese. It's all mine.
Bob H. after party, guaranteed to fill your pie hole. Anchovy with the star for Black Rose.
I was stuck. My lovely lanyard, my second memory of Bob H. got stuck on the announcer table. And thank you so much to Casco Bay for putting on this amazing event. Casco Bay, just such great hosts. And you know what? Bob H 2026. Are you all ready for Bob H 2026? So Bob H currently tentatively scheduled for April 10th through 12th, 10, 11, and 12, 2026. Again, right here at the Dover Ice Arena. Pencil that in on your schedule. Keep an eye out on Casco Bay's socials. We will inform you as soon as we know the exact date, and then get out those team invites, the applications for officials and volunteers and announcers. Super excited for Bob H. And Casco Bay, amazing hosts. We'll be hosting the North America qualifiers. That's August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd at Allied Veterans Skating Rink in Everett, Massachusetts. Tickets are currently on sale. Shop.cascobayrollerderby.com. Volunteer opportunities available on our events Facebook page, and we will be sending out the announcer application soon. So keep your eyes open for that.
So it looks like we will get one more jam following that injury call off. Twig and Pound Cake are going to be our jammers here.
And the whistle sets these skaters on a roll. Oh, Twig, nice little push there.
You might say they're butter, Pinky.
Buttered rolls.
Because they're on a roll.
My apologies, being called to the penalty box. G-Force pushing out of the pack. Has to let Twig go. Twig, your lead jammer for Black Rose Rebellion. Oh, nice work there by Twig.
And that makes a perfect lead percentage for Black Rose in the second half. They have gotten lead for every jam.
And they have solidified another set of buckets. 300 points for Black Rose. What a way to end this game. Unofficially, official, unofficial. Black Rose Rebellion taking the win, 300-99 for the Pit Bulls.
Yeah, 300 points there for Bionic Bee's 300th game.
Oh my God. See, it's serendipitous. 300 points for 300 games for Bionic Bee. I'm pretty sure that Bionic has, been an NSO for Black Rose and for Pittsburgh multiple times. So fitting that this is how we end this game. And this was our last JRDA game of the weekend. We've completed MRDA games sanctioned. Well, we still have the B teams left, but we're going to go ahead and select our MVPs. Stick around. We're also going to be awarding the tournament MVPs for MRDA and JRDA also. So we will see you soon. Bye.